been a very eventful tournament for all teams involved, and we have one series left. Isa na lang. One last showdown between the last two teams standing, and a sea of red welcome us inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The red section of Ginebra led by Vernon Macklin, the ambassador of Alley-oop ng Ginebra. Loud, thunderous cheer when he was introduced earlier. And ang kanyang katapat, the very efficient, the defensive specialist, Robert Dozier of the Alaska Aces. Among the locals, the hero of game number 5 in the semifinals, Luis Alfred Tenorio, really settling in his new team, and the beast, Calvin Abueva. And when he was introduced earlier, as expected, nagkagulo yung barangay for all the wrong reasons. And you have the coaching duel between Luigi Trillo of Alaska and Alfrancis Chua of Ginebra. And that sets up us up nicely para dito sa game number 1. Magandang gabi. This is the PBA Finals live on 5. Miko Halili with Jason Webb and the Tower of Power, Benji Paras. Gentlemen, this is game number 1. First of all, Jason, let me be the first to raise your hand. Victory!
Hindi ka una.
Papizza ka naman.
Hindi ka una.
Dito sa Araneta ako una. Papizza ka.
Speaking of una, Nico, very important in this series, kung sino makakauna, who will win that first game. Because this is not going to be one of their typical series na may kahabaan. This is going to be a shorter series. So very critical for these two teams to start out strong and get that first win in this series.
Partner, game number 1. What do these players, what are they feeling, before we begin game number 1?
Well, una sa lahat siguro, dito lang sila nakahinga. Andito na. Okay, eto na yung inaantay natin yung finals. Pero ang sa akin lang is, for me, I think this is one of the best championship na makikita natin. Unang-una, they are both physical team, and they have two of the best imports na nakita natin. And of course, with the Alaska battle between Abueva and I cannot say Eli Tenorio, but Ginebra.
Buong barangay yata.
Barangay Ginebra.
Okay, let's look at the road to the finals for both teams. How did they get here? Why are they here in the title series para sa PBA Commissioner's Cup? Of course, yung Ginebra, a little more complicated yung pagpasok nila dito. 7th seed, tapos had a rough start in the tournament. Clearly, because of the seeding, Jason, Ginebra is the underdog team.
No, they started out, you look at both teams, polar opposites the way they started this conference. Alaska started out strong, won majority of their games to start off, had a good winning streak. Ginebra naman, nagsimula puro talo. Nagpalit pa nga sila ng import because things weren't working well, and eventually they found the right formula. On the other side, Alaska, they found the right formula very early on.
And let's focus on some of the players. We're going to focus now on the beast, Calvin Abueva. A very divisive player. Marami, gustong-gusto siya. Yung iba naman, talagang ayaw na ayaw sa kanya, no, Benji?
Well, just like, hindi ko alam kung kailangan ko sabihin to, just like Coach Sonny Jaworski. Di ba? When he was still playing and coaching for Ginebra, it's either you like him or you hate him.
Bigat naman ng comparison, Jason.
Di ba? Yun ang idol ni Calvin Abueva. But one thing, you can say what you want about Calvin Abueva. He does this, he just does a little bit too much of this. But the one thing that you cannot deny, he is a winner kung saan man siya nanggaling. He won in the NCAA, he won in the D-League, and right now he is in the finals here in the PBA in his very first year.
Kaya nga yung sabi ko sa iyo kanina, no? Na-accept niya na he's the villain. He's the Paquito Diaz of the PBA.
The Romy Diaz and the Bobby Moran. And,
accepted niya.
But it's true, yung binigay ni Jason, talagang idol ni Calvin Abueva was Jawo. Senator Jaworski was his idol, kaya nga number 7 yung number niya noon sa Baste. Okay, let's look at Ginebra. And some numbers to explain why Ginebra is here in the title series. Yet, never say die because they were underdogs against Rain or Shine. They were underdogs against Talk 'N Text. They started the tournament, sunod-sunod natalo. Are you surprised, Jason, that they're actually here tonight?
Well, I think a lot of people are surprised that they continue to prove the critics wrong. When they started out 0-4, Herbert Hill definitely not the fit. Did not have the intensity that matches that guy over there, Coach Al Chua. Coach Al finally found an import na sinabi nga nila, bagay sa team nila, turn things around, and you know, in spite of the injuries, they've been able to survive. And exactly nasa likod ng t-shirt nila, never say die so far.
And welcome to Game 1 of the PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals. Let us now meet the starting lineups of the protagonists, beginning with your Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Starting at forward, number 45, Mac Barakael. Also at forward, number 21, Kirby Raimundo. At center, number 22, Vernon Macklin. At guard, number 34, Chris Ellis. And also at guard, number 5, L.A. Tenorio. Head coach for Barangay Ginebra is Al Francis Trua. And now, let's meet the starting five of your Alaska starting at forward, number 35, Tony De La Cruz. Also at forward, number 2, Robert Dozier. At center, number 7, Sonny Thomas. At guard, number 42, JV Casio. And also at guard, number 3, Cyrus Baggio. Head coach for the Aces is Luigi Trillo. Game officials are Peter Bala, Jude Manabe, and Campion.
Well, we're almost ready to start game number 1. Your primary protagonists for Ginebra, Kirby, L.A., Vernon Macklin, Air Force Ellis, and Mac Barakael. And for the Alaska Aces, Robert Dozier, J.D., Sonny, Skyrus, and Tony De La Cruz.
I want to touch on something that Benji said earlier. Yung parang nakaabot na lang sa finals, parang nakahinga na sila. But the one thing is, the team that is not content na nakaabot lang sila sa finals ay yung team na talagang makaka-start na maigi dito sa game na to.
The game 1 is underway and battle for the rebound ako ni Robert Dozier. Alaska in immaculate white, Ginebra in fighting red. Here's JV. Tony.
Ito yung matchup na tinitingnan natin, ano? JV Casio and L.A. Tenorio.
Here's JV, saw an opening, he fires a 3. Yes, sir!
You can't help if you're LA. See this again, LA cannot help of JV Casio. Even if he helps, if he decides to help, he has to let his teammates know that he's helping. You look here, he goes too far. That's too much space para kay JV Casio.
Yep. Siguro dito hindi nakalimutan mag-rotate dahil alam ni LA na kailangan yung tumobol.
Now for a long stretch in the playoffs, okay na yung free throw shooting ni Vernon Macklin. Very different from how he started from the free throw line when he first arrived. Maybe game 1 jitters for Vernon.
Well, ano yan eh, kasi pag nakarating ka ng finals, kahit papano, kahit sabihin mong veterano ka, kakabahan ka pa rin.
That's true. And usually game 1 of the finals, a lot of players get tired quickly. Ano, alam mo, nakakatanggal ng pagod pag nakakashoot ka.
Yan lang. At saka nabibuild up yung kumpiyansa mo dito eh. Katulad itong si JV Casio.
A very confident start para kay JV Casio and a very confident start for the Aces. Lamang 5-0. Ellis to Kirby. Kirby had a scintillating run in the semifinals against Talk and Text. Fall away, no go. And a rebound. Well, the ball goes out, it will stay with Ginebra.
Very different matchup para kay Kirby. When he was playing against Talk and Text, he did not have to shoot a high arcing jumper. And ngayon bumabantay sa kanya, import.
Missed by LA. So wala pang points ang Ginebra here in the opening period. Meantime, all of Alaska's points coming from JV Casio. Here's Sunny. Sunny for three.
Tama ba yung nakita ko? Tumira siya ng 3?
It's open. Meantime, LA kick out to Kirby. Kirby swings it to Parakael. Parakael for three.
So he's got to make that shot. Alaska, best defensive team in the league right now. If you do not make outside shots, their defense is going to destroy you.
Yep, and obviously mahihirapan ng Ginebra na magiging first option nila rito si Kirby. Dahil ang bumabantay sa kanya si Dozier.
Dozier, very, very able defensive stopper for both locals and imports. Meantime, here's Cyrus. Still a 5-0 ball game para sa Alaska, and a getaway by Cyrus Baguio, and it's a 7-0 start by Alaska. At mapipilit na mag-timeout ang Ginebra. We'll be back in a moment.
It's undoubtedly a big series, especially to the coaches behind the players. Sabi nga ni Coach Luigi, Coach Al did a good job overachieving and motivating his team, getting the best out of them. Kahit na natapos ang series, ang eliminations with Ginebra at number 7. Coach Al naman, on the other hand, admires the strength of Alaska and how Coach Luigi was able to make his players react to what he wants them to do. Para kay Coach Al, never say die will greatly fall on how they should continue trusting and believing in each other to maintain explosiveness. But Coach Luigi still believes that however explosive Ginebra is, they will use their defense to make sure that the barangay will definitely struggle.
Thank you, Erica. Jason, you know Coach Al and Coach Luigi probably better than most. How are they similar? How are they different as Alaska scores again in terms of coaching personality?
I think in terms of personality, you can see that Coach Al is a more fiery one. Luigi, very technical. You know that he's learned a lot from Coach Tim Cone, and he really practices and preaches the system na nakita niya kay Coach Tim Cone. The nice thing about what Luigi has done is he has been able to adapt that to the personnel that he has.
Meantime, Benji, itong Alaska, wow, what a rousing start here, 9-0.
Yes, ito lang ang problema sa Ginebra, no? Alam na natin, this is a running team. Ang problema lang is maraming nako-convert itong natira itong Alaska. That's why hindi makatakbo itong Ginebra. And sa kayo napansin natin kanina during the roll call ng mga players, nakikita natin kung gaano kagigil itong Ginebra and ang Alaska, and during the round robin nakikita mo na seryoso sila, and itong Ginebra naman ay medyo relax. Kaya I think ito yung reason na nagkaroon sila ng slow start.
Earlier you saw that play, in the Megaforce, Tibay at Lakas, and that was also your same observation, Jason, during the player call-outs, that maybe Ginebra maybe too loose perhaps for game number 1.
Yeah, they didn't come out ready. They came out, ini-introduce yung pangalan nila. They weren't even running to their spots. It almost seemed like a team that was just happy to be here. You cannot be happy to be here. You only are happy when you win the last game of this series. And that wasn't the way they came in.
Yung ginawa nila kanina parang tawag sa eleksyon no?
Oh, lakad-lakad
yung kamay.
Here's Cyrus. Drop pass, and there's a push, I believe, called by referee Jun Marabe.
And when you come out flat, the first thing that comes out flat is defense. You look at the score right now. 12 puntos na nagagawa ng Alaska in 4 minutes. What does that tell you? The defense of Ginebra is not there. And you can see Coach Al now, nagpapalit na siya ng tao because the guys that came in, they came out ill-prepared here.
Baguio, handoff, Sunny, extra pass, Dozier. He fires a 3, almost. LA pushing the ball. Ginebra needs some points on the board. Dozier erases that shot. Very anxious start para sa Ginebra here in game number 1. Rudy Hatfield coming off the bench, and he goes in between two defenders. The ball will stay with Ginebra.
Alaska's defense just stifling right now. Lahat ng gusto nilang gawin, nagagawa nila at naiipit nila ng gusto itong Barangay Ginebra.
Saka pag meron tumira sa Ginebra, nakikita natin 4 players of Alaska are inside the paint getting the rebound.
surely, yung karamihan ng Ginebra fans inside the Big Dome are stunned as of the moment. Up and under moves. Sunny, a loose ball foul on toss and a good swipe para kay LA Geron.
Just an excellent job on the part of LA. Once your guy cuts and there's a guy at the post, doon ka lang sa area na yan kasi babalik at babalik sa'yo yan. Exactly what happened over there.
There's the foul by Sunny Toss. We swing back to live action. Ellis with a pull-up. Ginebra still scoreless here in the early moments of game number 1. Cyrus. Sunny. Lots of time to shoot for Alaska, and a short stab by Cyrus won't work.
The defense of Ginebra out of whack. You know, kahit yung tao, hindi sila nakatapat doon sa tao nila.
Yeah, kaya ang daling pumasa. Pag nasa post-up yung bola, na ipapasa agad sa kaso.
And it's now a 14-0 opening blitz by the Alaska Aces as we near the midway point of the opening. Meron tayong 5 picks, 1 word. Masama tayo magpusa dito. Kailangan nyo hulaan. 1 word that covers all, describes all 5 photos. Yung
Hulaan ko.
Wag, mamaya. Huwag mong sabihin.
Tay.
Hindi.
Nakakurbata sila.
Mamaya.
Okay.
We will reveal the answer. Ayan. Yung mananalo dyan, magpapalupa si Jason.
May libreng ticket
Oh, tsaka titulo. Okay, huge problems for Ginebra here. Very sluggish start. Alaska's defense rather is so sharp and so on point. How do you deal with this, Jason?
First of all, contrasting what's happening here. All the shots of Alaska, all of them have been good shots. Kahit yung dalawang 3-pointers na tinira ni Dozier tsaka ni Toss, libre. Other than that, they've only missed 1 shot. On the opposing side, Ginebra already 0 out of 11. And the big difference right there, Rob Dozier's presence doon sa ilalim, hinahabol niya lahat ng tira ng Barangay Ginebra.
Yep. Ang sa akin siguro, kailangan mag-start muna itong Ginebra, no, na to make a good defense katulad ng nangyayari ngayon, and for LA and McLean to start making a pick and roll play.
Meantime, RJ Azul scoots in and another field goal para sa Alaska Aces, and a commanding start here for the Aces in the opening quarter.
Parang hindi yata kailangan si Abueva ngayon.
Hindi pa. As LA uncorks. So far, Ginebra only 1 field goal dito sa mga unang bahagi ng game number 1.
Oh, but that's the last thing that you want to see if you're Coach Al Chua. You have one guy just bring down the ball and taking the shot. You've got to move the basketball and make the defense work.
Open shot for Dozier, but it does not drop. So 14-point lead for Alaska. Here's Tenorio, almost a swipe by Baguio. Ellis, and over to Urbistondo.
Ellis not even interested in taking a shot right now.
Here's Ellis. He drives and he gets hammered by Baguio, and this will mean 2 free throws for Air Force Ellis.
The play before that did not even look at the ring, just swung the ball over. Seems like he's one of those guys. Remember, rookie yan. Ngayon pala siya makakaramdam ng ganitong sitwasyon. Finals, game 1. So far, his reaction in the first 8 minutes of this game, 7 minutes and a half, not what the Ginebra fans had been hoping for.
Katulad ng last game nila against Talk and Text, nakikita natin si Ellis na every time he's open, he always take that shot. Pero ngayon, nakikita nga natin na parang naging iba yung tentative.
Hindi, makikita mo naman, di ba, Benji? Hindi na tumitingin sa ring eh.
Hindi, pasa
kaagad. Hindi pa nga, minsan hindi pa nahawakan yung bola, pinapasa na.
Now maybe some hustle plays like that one from the Fireball can get things started here para sa Ginebra. JJ Helterbrand also in the game. Here's Ellis with a 15-footer, and it's too strong. Calvin Abueva is now part of the story here. Kasama si Azul, Dozier, Sunny Toss, and Dondon Ontiveros. Here's Azul on the right side. Under 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Dondon Ontiveros falling away. That's good.
The depth of Alaska right now. They've already changed personnel, pero nakita mo, papasok si Abueva, papasok si Ontiveros. You don't lose anything when they make that change.
Here's Ellis.
Doesn't want that outside shot anymore.
Whoops, look out. And
Saka hindi sila natatakot na iwanan yung Ginebra players dahil alam nila si Dozier hindi umaalis sa gitna eh.
They're giving Barangay Ginebra, some of the Ginebra players, the outside shot at this point, daring them to make it first.
Azul for three. Yes, sir!
This is perfect start para sa Alaska. Their defense on point, their offense on point as well.
How will Ginebra respond? It's an 18-point lead, and here's Helterbrand for three.
Well, sa akin siguro, I'm playing for Alaska, I will do the same. Katitirahin kita sa labas eh.
But
Kasi wala ka na ipapasok.
So far, and that one at least a good shot coming from JJ.
Here's Abueva taking his first field goal of the finals. And that will be last touch on Azul. 2:58 natitira dito sa opening quarter. It's all Alaska in game number 1. Big challenge here para sa Ginebra. A very sluggish start. And here's Helterbrand trying to energize this unit. Rudy Hatfield outside, JJ for three. And those three-point shots, those outside shots, actually basically everything not dropping. 1 out of 19 field goals for Ginebra to start the series.
You want to talk silver linings? It's actually better to be down 18 in the first quarter than the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yun lang yun.
Saka kilala naman natin itong Ginebra na talagang bumabalik to eh.
Well, they have no other recourse but to try and launch a comeback within this game as Gabby Espinas connects.
Grabe ang Alaska ngayon. Anywhere they've gone, even when you think it's a mismatch against them on offense, nakakakuha pa rin sila ng puntos, playing with extreme confidence.
Saka pag malaki lamang mong ganito, kahit sinong player pasok mo nagkaroon ng konting opening, ititira ka agad eh. Dahil na-build up na yung kumpiyansa eh.
Meantime, Helterbrand Pasal, Barakael, shot clock winding down. A tough shot by Barakael. It's just one shot at a time for Ginebra.
And the defense, yung galaw ng mga players ng depensa ng Alaska, they look like they're on a string and they're moving all together.
Look, at this point, Ginebra is in danger of not even reaching 5 points. We have 1:36 to go. Meantime, here's Espinas. Espinas. Pasa, steal by Helterbrand. Here's Barakael. He's on the move. He steps on the gas and he loses the ball, but there's a swipe from an Alaska defender. Foul on Dondon Ontiveros. First personal against Dondon, and that will be the 14th foul against Alaska. And 2 free throws here for Mac Barakael. Mac Barakael used to play for the Alaska Aces, and he missed the first free throw. Here's our Fresco Fresh Face, brought to you by Rain or Shine Fresco, the first and only odorless, antibacterial, and 100% elastomeric paint.
Talaga nag-ayos siya ng buhok ano?
Ay, syempre, ano ka? Nasa, ano ka, live on 5.
Yes.
Oh, diba? So time winding down dito sa opening quarter. Just a dominating performance by Alaska. And Azul miss rebound para Barakael.
I don't know what Josh Ristonde is shouting, asking for the basketball. You're the guard. You know, this all starts, this turnover, because none of the guards wanted to get the basketball from Mac Barakael. You have 2 guards on the floor. You have JJ Helterbrand and Josh Urbistondo. Neither one wanted to get the basketball. You are allowing your third worst player na magbaba ng bola, as Mac Barakael sends a message.
Well, yan na rin yung sinasabi natin kanina na this is going to be a physical game, pero sa nangyari ngayon, I think tama yung sinabi ni Jason na bakit magdadala si Barakael ng bola.
Yeah, and I could see Josh like in the middle of the court asking for the basketball. It is your job as a point guard to come back to the basketball.
So the problems for Ginebra piling up. Lumalaki lamang, and now Calvin gets into the picture here. And with under a minute to play in the opening quarter, Ginebra trailing. And here's Helterbrand. Inside Urbistondo, outside JJ. Helterbrand, top shot. Boy, that Alaska defense not allowing any easy shots, but that's a wide open putback for Vernon Macklin.
Yeah, they needed that. But also, para sa Barangay Ginebra, you gotta stay confident.
Oh, did you see what Calvin did?
1 on 4. But right there, JJ's got to stay confident as well. Did miss already 3 shots, but they are going to be good.
20 seconds remaining, and the Aces can write the last sentence of this opening chapter, which they've completely owned.
Ang Ginebra naman, they're trying to do their offense. Ang problema is sobrang ganda ng depensa na pinapakita ng Alaska. Hindi nila magawa yung ng tama yung offense.
Foul on Joshua Urbistondo. That will be the third team foul against Ginebra with only 6 seconds remaining bago matapos ang opening quarter.
Like this move, give your import a rest. Doesn't matter, 6 seconds. You got fouls to give.
Alaska up by 20. Let's see if they'll add to this. And a foul by Urbistondo.
Foul number 3, Josh Urbistondo. That's his second foul. 5 on Barangay Ginebra.
So still no free throws, but Ginebra now at the limit. Abueva will start the play. 4 seconds na natitira in the opening quarter. Abueva, whoops, tumama sa paa. Meantime, Hazul connects. And at the buzzer, Ellis. This is a heave. For Ginebra, the worst quarter you can imagine. The worst start you can have in a best-of-5 series. And for Alaska, the most perfect start. The perfect start to a game number 1.
Once again.